Alrighty. Hello, everybody. I am Gamemaster now. Wait. Hello, everybody. I am Gamemaster now 9, back with more of Disney Infinity. Previously, we played as Mrs. Incredible, as we went across more of playing the Incredibles playset, or at least across the main story of the playset. This time, I will be playing as the third out of the, I believe, 6 Incredibles characters, Dash. Which, it's a pretty cool character, especially since, you know, his whole superpower is that he could go super fast, meaning he has a lot of fast abilities in this game. We have a capsule over here, which gives us a Dash statue, which is now available in the toy box as well. So, yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, I believe out of the 3 starter pack playsets in Disney Infinity, the Incredibles playset is the only one to actually have extra characters outside of the... what the? Oh, okay. This is another alert mission that'll arise, by the way. As long as Snoring Gloria is not captured, she will occasionally plant random plants across the city that will cause civilians to fall asleep. Okay, so I'll place the Dash statue there. Look at that. Anyways. I believe because we are playing as another new character, the Sensei will give us another mission that we can only access via playing as Dash. You are fast, my son. Use your speed to defeat these Omnidroids. Alrighty. So there's another one we're going to have to learn this character's ranged attack. Using his super speed, Dash can deal high damage to a single Omnidroid, breaking through its block state. Hit the blocking Omnidroid with super speed, which we can use by pressing the right trigger. We can dash forward just like that.
Thank you very much.
There we go. Mission complete. A burst of speed, which also gives us another gold star. Super speed allows Dash to move quickly, turning him into a mobile weapon. It's also great for quickly getting around the city. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Dash is similar to Mrs. Incredible's ranged attack. Dash's attack can be not only used for combat, but also mobility, to where if you hold the right trigger, or R2 on PlayStation, or ZR on Wii U, you could pretty much run across, at a blazing speed, which is really useful in a lot of cases. Only thing about it is that you cannot jump, and if you run into anything, you will pretty much be stopped in your tracks. Just like that. And I kind of showed Dash's melee attacks earlier to where... what the? Okay, anyways. He does a bunch of quick punches and kicks. Anyways, let's go talk to someone like Mirage.
In order to investigate the rest of the city, you'll need a hoverboard. I suggest you obtain one right away.
I already have one, Mirage. So yeah, this is pretty much a mission that just suggests you to buy the hoverboard, which, if you already bought it, you pretty much, complete the mission instantly. And we even leveled up with Dash for just doing one mission. Uh-oh! What could that be? Alright. We shall Where'd those guys go? Anyways, we could probably run there as Dash. And unfortunately, if you've seen the movie, you probably are going to ask, can Dash run on water in this playset? The answer is no. Which I'll probably just... whoops. I'll probably just show right now. Yeah, ain't that unfortunate. Anyways... So yeah, with Dash's ranged attack, you are able to... Oh! Alright, we got a new enemy to face that has a giant laser! Ladies and gentlemen, this is the tank Omnidroid. The strongest of the enemies in the Incredibles playset, and possibly this entire game. I mean, it makes sense considering that the Incredibles playset is the most combat-oriented playset, so it makes sense that it has like the strongest enemies per se. And with its strongest enemy, the tank Omnidroid, it's a pretty tough foe to deal with. To where they have, yeah, a bunch of super strong punches. And, I believe, yeah, they'll shoot a giant laser at you. Which, yeah, will deal quite a bit of damage. Now, there are cases to where you'll be able to, like, get an X-ray view at its body. That'll pretty much indicate how many hit points that you have. Okay. How many hit points are you taking from the Tang Omnidroid? I believe there are 4 or 3. And there we go. We got an achievement. Star Extractor. Collect 15 stars in a playset. Wow, already? Wow, no kidding. Alright, we are halfway through the gold stars in the Incredibles playset. Cool. You just purchased the hoverboard. Use it to travel over rooftops and to find more capsules. I think it said something about the hoarder's traps there. Anyways, let's see what other missions we have now. Should probably damage less cars, though. That'd probably be best.
This has been spotted in the city, but you'll need to use the hoverboard to get to his location.
Alright, well, conveniently enough, we have the hoverboard. Alright, let's see. Where was he? On top of a rooftop? Okay, I thought that was a hoarder trap. There are those elevators over there, which I believe we can actually use as platforms that kind of, you know, rise and lower. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. It's funny because this would also be something you'll be able to do in Disney Infinity 2.0 in some of its city-based playsets, to where you could use elevators as platforms. Not only that, but in 2.0 edition, you could even place down elevators on the sides of buildings that you can use as platforms. So, yeah, I don't know what's up with Avalanche's obsession with using elevators as a platform, but yeah, we found another one of the hoarder's traps. I believe on the top of one of these buildings. Should probably set the quick swap. I'm sorry, dude. Was it this build? Uh-oh. That's not good. Ah, great. What building is it? Okay, apparently it's that way. It's probably not even that high up, is it? Uh-oh. Yeah, now tank Omnidroids will actually just randomly spawn across the city. So yeah, expect to see them pretty often. And yeah, their lasers are probably gonna get pretty annoying. And hey, there's another hoarder trap over there. There he is! There's Baron Vine up there. Stupid hoverboard. Oh, there's Snoring Gloria. Just when we needed her most. Let's see, how are we gonna get up there now? I believe one of these billboards could probably help us out. Or there's just these conveniently placed ledges over here. Where we can also... Oh. I guess the game dealt with one of the missions for me. Cool. We unlocked a fireman uniform. Which we can now actually use in Edna's costume shop. Alright. And we leveled up once again. So it looks like Dash is now level 2. There we go. Just barely. There he is. There's Baron von Ruthless. Ruthless discovery. Mission complete. And he's gone. Oh, he's back again. Not sure how he can fly, but whatever. Alright, so Baron von Ruthless's whole gimmick is that he places down...
This gets more ruthless by the minute. He's placed a bomb somewhere that transforms citizens into monsters.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
don't need to tell you. Find the bomb and destroy it.
Alrighty. So yeah, like he said, Baron von Ruthless's whole gimmick is that he has these bombs that pretty much release a gas that can transform civilians into giant monsters. Yeah, interesting how all three of the villain's abilities affect civilians in some way. It reminds me of how in the Toy Story 3 video game, which is from the same developers, Avalanche Software, how in its toy box mode, which is pretty similar to the Disney Infinity playsets, to where you have like an open world that you could go around that has civilians around it. Each of the new like extra areas you can unlock that bring in new enemies into the main town will affect civilians in some way. So yeah, this is kind of similar to that. Because here, the three villains will either put civilians in traps, put them to sleep, or turn them into monsters.
Split bombs all over the city. You need to find and destroy them all.
On it. Great. Okay, apparently that building just kind of rebuilt itself. Okay. Apparently there's no animation for that or anything. It just kind of happens. These bombs can only be destroyed by throwing them into water. Also, yeah, the monsters will also attack you. So look out for that. So yeah, by water, it also includes this fountain over here. So, yeah, I guess Baron von Ruthless didn't think that through. That they are super vulnerable to water. Also, of course, carrying these bombs are probably best done by Mr. Incredible because of his super strength, where he can travel faster and jump while carrying the bombs, unlike the other characters in this playset. So, yeah, there's that. I believe the other bomb is... Oh, by the way, I believe over here is a character chest for Dash, which gives us a Dash costume. So yeah, we now have a Dash townsperson for the toy box mode. Soon enough, we'll be able to get the whole family available in mini form in the toy box mode. So yeah, right there was Dash's combo breaker attack. It kind of does a punch and then a kick in the air. Let's see. Uh-oh. There's no one in there. We still got coins for it regardless. Alright, here's another bomb. Apparently Dash is just barely strong enough to pick it up. Okay. Yeah, these the roars that the monsters make can get quite annoying after a while, because whenever they like grow into a monster, they make that same roar over and over and over again every time. Also, apparently we are not affected by it. That's interesting. Only the civilians are. I guess our 0-point protected suits that Edna made for us also protect us from this gas. So I guess there's that going. And this tank Omnidroid probably is not going to help us. Probably best that we take him out first. Uh-oh. It's pretty nice that Dash is at least able to dodge super quickly as well. I mean, it makes sense, but like, you know, not a lot of other characters are able to dodge as quickly as Dash. And I'm sure these other Omnidroids aren't going to be any better for us. Oh, right. There we go. That works. Oh, of course the bomb reset its location. Ugh. We gotta carry it again through this entire path when we really don't need to. Oh yeah, by the way, those traffic lights will actually change lights over time. So yeah, I guess there's a legitimate traffic system within this game. That's kind of interesting. Anyways, bombs galore. Mission complete. And we leveled up again. Ooh.
Cruising the city at turbo speeds. It's time for a vehicle upgrade. What are you waiting for?
A vehicle upgrade. Even having the car that Mr. Incredible rode in The Incredibles, the Incredicar! Alright. How many coins do we have? 6,000. Yeah, we got plenty of money. We could probably buy the Incredicar. There's no finer piece of crime-fighting vehicular machinery in existence. We'll see about that. Let's buy it. And yeah, the Incredicar is now available in the toy box. What's interesting about this vehicle is that it's seen in both Incredibles films. Oh no, I knocked over the sensei. Also, apparently the Omnidroids were still hurting us during that cutscene. Okay, I'm not sure what to think about that. Anyways, the Incredicar is seen in both Incredibles movies, and within the films, it's not really given an actual name within them until the second film. So for this film, they pretty much had, or for this game, my bad, for Disney Infinity, they pretty much had to give it a name with the Incredicar, which I think is a pretty alright name. In The Incredibles 2, they actually gave it a different name to where it is named The Incredibile, which is just weird. They could have called it the Incredimobile. They could have called it the Incredicar like in this game. But no.
The Incredibile, the supercar once driven by superhero Mr. Incredible. It's the kind of thing you buy when you have everything else.
That always bothered me, even when I first saw the film in theaters. Anyways, we have another character chest for Dash. A ranged Omnidroid. Missiles and flames are the tools of this clanking colossus. So yeah, that's now available in the toy box. Pretty cool. So the main thing about the Incredicar is that you may notice this, this, what would you call it? I guess nozzle in the front. Which, I believe, it will do something. I thought it was able to do something, is it not? What the? What's going on? It doesn't affect, but it's supposed to shoot like a plasma ball. But I don't know why it is right now. Maybe not until we do a specific mission? I don't know. Let's do another mission. How about you, Edna?
Syndrome has targeted one of our undercover operatives. Go, save him, bring him here, and then get in a disguise.
Alright. So it looks like we got a guy going undercover as Bob the Builder. I don't know, that's what I thought the construction workers in this place always looked like. Now it does it! Okay. Yeah, it shoots a little plasma ball. That's what I always called it. Which is able to, yeah, do a lot of damage to enemies. I think. Yep. Pulse power. We got a gold star for it. Damage more than one Omnidroid with an electromagnetic pulse from the Incredicar. That's what it's called. The electromagnetic pulse. I'm just gonna call it a plasma ball. Just cause it's quicker to say. So yeah, it's able to instantly kill a normal Omnidroid. And be able to deal with a tank. Okay, apparently that killed me.
Okay, that
Alright. Let's see how many more hits. Okay, more than I thought. It's going to take a couple to deal with the tank Omnidroid, and there we go. I believe over here is another Dash character chest. We get the Tang Omnidroid! Omnidroids don't come any bigger than this monstrosity! So there we go. We now have arguably the strongest enemy in this game available in the toy box. Alright, we're taking you in, sir. Whoops. This is the right guy, right? There are other construction workers that look just like him. Yes, okay. Just checking. Every time. Yeah, no wonder they outlawed the superhero superpowers, I guess, in Incredibles 2 because of how much damage that the supers deal. Alright. So, we gotta give him a makeover. We can make him bald. There are also accessories we could give them, such as the Combat Trainer Sword, a surfboard, which we can even change the color of. Which, okay, it's not as cool as it might sound, because it's just a general color, which most of them don't really look that good. Yeah, we'll give him a surfboard. Keep him bald. How about a surgeon suit? Boom, baby. Look at that. Also, I believe that the... Oh, by the way, which witness was that mission? And he's gone. Great. Anyways, looks like Rick has a mission for us. As we'll recruit these supers to help us out. Alright, Rick, what you got for us?
Snoring Gloria's plants have gotten completely out of hand. Start with the small ones and work your way up to the bigger pods.
Why are you talking me through a walkie-talkie, Rick? I'm right here. Whatever. So now we gotta deal with more Snoring Gloria plants. Great. There's another one over there. I believe those are both at the small island. You won't be able to reach all Snoring Glorias in the city until you purchase additional toys in the toy store. What are you talking about? Unless it's talking about a way to more easily access the rooftops. Which I guess would make sense. I could probably figure it out. It's probably going to keep on displaying that message until we get the mission done. I'm sure the hoverboard would be enough for us to make our way through all these rooftops. Or make our way across them. What the? Yeah, while we're up here, we found another hoarder trap. Perfect. Oh, there's another one over there. There we go. And that should be it for this point. Yeah, just gonna keep on saying that's not gonna get annoying at all. There are 5 of them we have to deal with. Great. Okay, I may as well start talking about stuff like how, across the Incredibles franchise, I believe Dash has had, 3 different voice actors because, you know, they consistently get, child actors to voice Dash rather than, I don't know, getting just a, like a female voice actress to voice a young boy, kind of like how they do in a lot of cartoon shows. But, for the original Incredibles movie, Dash was voiced by Spencer Fox, which was kind of one of his only acting roles because in the modern day, he is actually the guitarist in the band I think Charlie Bliss. That's the name of the band. So ain't that cool? Dash's original voice actor is now a rock star. Ain't that cool? Dash's voice actor in this game is Raymond Ochoa, whose most well-known role is probably from after this game. He actually voiced Arlo in the movie The Good Dinosaur, another Pixar movie. Ain't that funny? Now I believe Raymond would also voice Dash in another Disney/Pixar game with Connect Rush, a Disney Pixar adventure, which was released a year prior to this game. Also, apparently we could just step on it. We don't have to attack it. Would have been nice to know before, but anyways. And also, in Incredibles 2, Dash is voiced by Huckleberry Mindler. So yeah. And I think whenever I first watched the Incredibles 2 trailer, one of the first things I noticed, and I think a lot of other people first noticed, was how different Dash's new voice actor was, to where it was pretty obvious to tell that, yeah, Dash definitely had a new voice. But yeah. And there's another plant up there. Shut up, game. I'm sure I can do it. There's another one over there. And I think that's just for an entirely different plant. We got a capsule, the Metroville Plants Toy Pack, available for the toy box. So now we can get a bunch of the plants seen in Metroville, or this playset, in the toy box mode. So that's cool. Really? We just... Okay, not for all of them. Not for all the plants can you just jump on them. Well, maybe you can, I don't know. Freaking tank Omnidroids, I tell ya. Alright, there we go. 3 out of 5. And we got a bomb to deal with, which is another kind of alert mission that will appear sporadically. If I can throw this over, God. I think you have to do it at an angle. Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, that works. Alright, I think this is this the... Yep. Alright, that's good to know. Dash's, dash attack will do a lot of damage onto the plants. So cool. Also, if you hold the aiming button, which is left trigger on Xbox, L2 on PlayStation, ZL on Wii U, you can actually kind of sidestep with Dash's dash attack to where you can move left and right while still facing forward, which can be pretty useful in some cases. Like there. Let's see. Okay, there's still another over up there. Perfect. Now, here's an interesting thing. Dash was actually the first extra figure that I got for Disney Infinity, right alongside, I believe, Mike Wazowski. Those are the first two I ever got for this game. And keep in mind, this was just a couple days after I had gotten this game. Also, we cleared the mission Sprawling Spawn Pods? What was it called? Sprawling Sleep Pods. Snoring Gloria has placed her sleep-inducing plants all over town. Find and destroy them. Alright, and there we go. So now, we could probably now deal with another mission.